Alright, here we go. We're back. We're back! Hail and well met, viewers. Hiatus for like, damn, that's 3 days? 4 days. It's day 3 of the trial. I don't remember the second day of the trial. Yes. Here we go.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Very well. Apparently, the prosecution is also ready.
Balls in my jaws. Probably should have done this check beforehand. Whatever. Why is the judge here anyway?
Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement.
Statement.
Very well. No opening statements, so...
Not so fast, Judge. I was taking a meaningful pause before speaking.
Right, of course.
A prediction. Today's trial will end 3 minutes from now. Yeah, right. This episode's gonna last for at least an hour.
Order! Order! Mr. Von Karma, what is the meaning of your statement just now?
Bah! Must you question everything? It'll be over in 3 minutes. We have no time to waste. I'll call my witness now.
Right.
I call my witness, my decisive witness, to the stand. It's that mysterious boat shop owner. No, it's the parrot. Strap in, folks. This is where it gets weird, and we're no longer in actual legal territory. This isn't. I'm the proprietor of the wetness. I'm the proprietor of the restaurant, The Wet Noodle at Gourd Lake. And I also rent boats. The night of the incident, you were in the boat rental shop, correct? Yep, I was. Please testify. Wait a second. We still haven't heard who this old guy is. Yeah. Wait a minute. The witness hasn't stated his name yet. Because I did not ask him, Mr. Wright. Oh! I've predicted this trial will end in 3 minutes. Stop asking trivial questions and cooperate. I know that most likely Von Karma sounds more like, "You fool! Who dares disturb?" But I'm giving him a foppish voice because he dresses foppishly. Is that word? It sounds... I mean, it should be fine. Stop asking trivial questions and cooperate. Yeah, right.
The witness will state his name.
Well, I'm not really sure yet.
What do you mean?
My memory.
Your Honor, the witness does not remember anything beyond the last several years. Ergo, he cannot recall his own name. Why is this? Surely testimonies from people with dementia aren't admissible, right? Like, if this witness were schizophrenic, I am not crazy. I am not crazy. I know he swapped those numbers. 1, 2 after Metacarda. Does he think a man just happens to fall like that? Yes, but the incident in question took place 3 days ago. He defecated through a sunroof. I've never watched Better Call Saul. He can testify.
Very well. Let's hear his testimony then, shall we? Witness?
It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight. Yep.
Then it was the night of the 25th.
I was in the restaurant where I rent boats as usual. Then I heard a bang. Yup. When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just floating on the lake. Then I heard another bang. Just about then, the boat comes to shore, and a man walks by my window.
Very well. I'd like to begin the cross-examination.
There is nothing to question my witness's testimony. Ergo, no need for cross-examination. Besides, there are only 10 seconds left before our 3 minutes are up. Judge, your verdict, now.
Yes, Mr. Wright.
What are you saying? Of course I'll cross-examine the witness.
Very well, you may begin. Excuse me, Mr. Von Karma.
3 minutes just passed.
I see. Well then, let's just take our time. You may cross-examine the witness.
I don't know what's up with my voice, but can't get water, because... You know how much of a pain it is to stitch together 2 recordings? I don't have the best editing equipment. I don't have an editor. I am my own editor, so... Like I said, I don't have a big butt like other gamers.
It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight. Yup.
Just after midnight, you say?
Yup, just around then.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure. Yup.
When I talked to you yesterday, you were rather vague about the time. I'm surprised you seem so sure about it today. I asked him, and he remembered. Isn't that right?
Don't glare at me like that. I remembered it clearly, I did. Yup.
You see? Continue.
I was in the restaurant where I rent boats as usual. Then I heard a bang. Yup. When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just floating on the lake. Then I heard another bang. Just about then, the boat comes to shore, and a man walks by my window.
If I know Von Karma, he spent time preparing as a witness. I'm not going to find contradictions very easily in this testimony. Whew, it's tough being a lawyer.
It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight. Okay. I was in the restaurant where I rent boats as usual.
Is there anyone who can verify that?
Well, I guess Polly could.
That's not good enough for a court of law. Too bad.
Mr. Wright, exactly what's not good enough?
Your Honor, this Polly is a parrot.
A parrot?
Don't be so hard on the girl, Keithy boy.
Keith?
My name's not Keith. The prosecution concedes that we cannot prove the witness was in the shop. Witness, please continue.
Then I heard a bang. Yup.
And where did the bang seem to come from?
From the lake, I figure.
Are you certain?
Yup.
Good. Continue.
When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just floating on the lake.
Was there someone in the boat?
It was pretty far out there. I couldn't see clearly. But I figured there was 2 men out there. Yup.
But you couldn't see them clearly.
Yup. At the time, that is.
At the time.
Then I heard another bang.
So you heard 2 gunshots total.
Yup.
That's what Lotta said in her testimony yesterday. But the gun was fired 3 times.
Just about then, the boat comes back to shore, and a man walks by my window.
By your window?
Yup, by my window. Right outside the window of my little shack.
And could you see the man's face?
Well, the fog's pretty darn thick, but he was right there in front of me. I saw him.
This is a rather important detail. Please add it to your testimony.
I have a bad feeling about this.
That man was the defendant. He was saying, I can't believe he's dead.
Okay, there's gotta be a contradiction here. Let me think. We're not doing that. Wait a minute. At 11:50 p.m. Just after midnight. Well, it wouldn't be the... This isn't the second lake photo, it's the first lake photo, because it was taken before this photo. Whatever. Faces the lake, it wouldn't have shown the shack or anything like that. Okay, let me save first. Are you sure? Oh, did I just have to press him? Oh, shit. Dad!
Dead certain, Keith. He said,
I can't believe he's dead.
as he was walking by, too.
Nice. Witness, are you sure that the person you saw was Miles Edgeworth?
It was that Edgeworth boy.
Oh no, he had a stroke.
This sounds like decisive evidence indeed. I see no room for doubt.
Fine, Karma. He lured me into cross-examining so he could set me up for a fail. Doesn't that count as leading the witness? Nick! I don't like the way things are going here. Everyone in the courtroom is glaring at us. I'd better act quick, or this trial's going to be over. Objection! Your Honor, we proved in yesterday's trial that it could not have been Edgeworth who fired that gun. Mr. Wright, are you referring to the fingerprints from Edgeworth's right hand found on the gun, and the photograph showing a man firing with his left hand? Exactly. Don't say it. That is easily explainable. He could have wiped his prints after he fired. But you're ignoring the truth of the matter here. That requires so many assumptions. Everything in this witness's testimony is true. The judge is lost in thought. What should I do? Objection. Your Honor, this witness claims that Edgeworth said, I can't believe he's dead. But his word is all we have. If he were telling a lie... Mr. Wright, in the court of law, the evidence tells all. Apparently, you have yet to realize even this basic fact. If you say his testimony is a lie, show us proof. Nick, do we have evidence? It's no good. There's nothing I can do. Are you sure? To be honest, I don't know what to do anymore. Please. Can you hear me, sis? Please. We need your help. Nick needs you. Nuh-uh. No freebies. No more freebies. 3 minutes was perhaps too high an expectation. However, 15 minutes isn't bad. This must be a new record. Enough.
The witness may leave the stand. This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial, nor is there any need for more time to decide the case against the defendant. This case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts.
What? No!
This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth.
Ah, so I lost.
The accused will surrender to the court immediately, to be held pending trial at a higher court within a month from today's date.
I'm imagining that this higher court, has more better rules. Like in this higher court, there's like a presumption of innocence, and the burden of proof is on the prosecution instead of the defense.
That is all. This court is adjourned.
Oh, so I lost, huh? Wait!
Who was that just now?
Me. Huh? Ah!
Larry?
What are you doing here? What was the gift for Larry? Hey guys, it's me, Larry. Listen, you gotta listen to me. I was there in the park the night of the murder. I wasn't sure about it until just yesterday, but today I remembered it.
Remembered what?
The gunshot. I heard it too. Nice, surprise witness, Larry.
Order!
What is the meaning of this? The verdict has been decided. I call for adjournment.
One moment, Mr. Von Karma. So you say you heard a gunshot?
Yeah, I did. A gunshot that night. I was sitting here in the audience listening to the testimony. Then I realized something he said was different from what I remember. Anyhow, I just can't just sit here and let you call Edgy a murderer. It's just not right. I'll testify. Let me testify.
Order! Order! Well, this is the first time something has happened like this in my court. I'm not quite sure how to proceed.
Judge, you've already given your decision. The trial is over. Nick, this is it. Larry's given us one final chance at this. She's right. If only it wasn't Larry. He can make things even worse. Mr. Edgeworth was just declared guilty. Nick, it doesn't get any worse. All right. Okay. Your Honor, if there was another witness, then it is our duty to hear him speak. Right here, right now.
A waste
of time. The verdict cannot be overturned.
Allow me to speak my opinion. In all court proceedings, it is our duty to prevent an inaccurate verdict. In order to make sure no mistake has been made, every witness should be heard.
Wow, finally, this is acting like an actual court. What is this?
I withdraw my previous verdict of guilty. Mr. Von Karma, I order you to call this new witness to testify. Now.
What?
The court will adjourn for a 5-minute recess. After that, we will hear this new witness. Court is adjourned.
Hoo boy. Whew. That was too close. Sorry to keep you on the edge of your seat like that, Edgeworth. I've seen worse. Yeah, right, Edgeworth. You're sweating bullets. I just wonder what Larry plans to say in there. Larry was at the lake that night? Yeah, he was selling hot dogs, you dope. Oh, right. He said he went looking for the steel samurai balloon that flew into the lake. Oh, right. And he found the balloon and the air tank that night. Yeah. Hey, Edgeworth. Huh. You say something, right? Yeah, a lot of things. You seem out of it. What's wrong? It's nothing. Mr. Edgeworth, there's something I've been meaning to ask you. What's that? Why are your fingerprints on the murder weapon? Because it's my gun, I own. Oh. When he fell into the lake, I went into a daze. I couldn't understand what had happened. I couldn't think straight. Then I saw the pistol lying on the floor of the boat in front of me. I picked it up without thinking. I didn't have a reason, really. I see. Right. Yeah? This might be our chance. Our chance? Von Karma has only ever run perfect trials. Perfect trials. Perfectly prepared witnesses, perfectly complete evidence. That's the secret to success. Ah, he thinks like an actual lawyer. That's his secret. He's an actual lawyer. This is the first time he's ever had to deal with something unexpected. Yeah, you're not playing by the books anymore. You're in Japan-California now, motherfucker. Sorry. He has to let someone he hasn't even talked to testify before the court. And that someone is Larry. What are you getting at? It's likely his testimony will be full of holes, Wright. That's right, Nick. No 10-minute trial this time. We'll milk this one for all it's worth. Hey, it was 15 minutes. 50. Everything's on Larry now. Don't fuck this up, Larry.
Court is now back in session. Witness, please testify to the court about everything that you saw. On the night of December 24th.
Well, technically it was the midnight of December 25th. I'll shut up now.
Right, leave it to me.
Please, Larry, don't mess this one up. I hate to admit it, but you're our last chance. Von Karma didn't even have time to prep his witness. I just hope Edgeworth is right about this being our big break. Okay. That night, I was out in a boat on the lake. I was looking for something, and I found it. So I quietly slipped to the boat back in the rental shop dock. Then, just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home.
That was an unusually vague testimony, even for this court. In any case, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor. What's wrong, Nick? It's Larry. I have no idea what he's going to say if I press him. I'm a little scared. Well, we've come this far. There's no way to go but forward, Nick. On the boat in the lake. Yeah, we know that. I quietly slipped the boat back in at the rental shop dock. Around what time was that? Well, let's see. I figure I was out searching for about an hour. I guess it was around 12. Yeah.
You're not sure?
Hey, don't give me that face. I'm not some sort of human sundial, okay? People use watches these days, Larry. Now I think we should go back to using sundials. Then, just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. Where did the sound come from? Yeah, well, I wasn't too sure about that. I looked around, you know.
Did you look at the lake?
Yeah, I looked. I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. Wasn't there a boat on the lake?
Order. Well, Mr. Butts.
Whoa. Everybody just calm down, okay? I mean, it was real foggy that night. I'm not sure whether there was a boat out there or not. Okay, no problem. That's just the most important part of this case. Whew. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. Maybe we have... But there were 2 gunshots. Nope. So you only heard one bang, correct? Yeah. Well, Nick? It was a pretty wishy-washy testimony, wasn't it? I guess I should just start working on the contradictions. Sorry. I wish I could be more helpful. Wish I could call my sister. Don't worry, I got this. That single gunshot. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, wrong button. Yeah, we got it. Wait a second, Larry. What? You only heard one bang, you're sure? That's what I said. But Miss Lotta Hart testified yesterday that she heard two bangs. And the old man just now said the same thing. I'm more concerned about the third bang. I think the third bang is ties this whole thing together. They both heard two gunshots that night. Huh? Were you even listening? Were you paying attention at all to what they said? Yo, Nick, please. Huh? You know, something's been bothering me. I'm a witness, see? I'm like a customer here. So you gotta treat me nice and stuff, okay?
Mr. Butts.
What?
You only heard one gunshot. Are you sure?
Well, to tell you the truth, I'm not sure. Yeah. They got a snot bubble or something. Sorry you had to hear that. Not sure? How could you not be sure? Yeah, well, I might have missed the other gunshot. I was, listening to something else. Something else? My radio, dude, with half my headphones. What?
Order! Order! And stop that booing. Mr. Butts, you were listening to the radio with your headphones?
Yeah, so what? That a crime? I listen to my radio. Everyone listens to the radio. What's the big deal? Come on. Let them listen to the radio.
Mr. Von Karma, what's your opinion?
Waste of time. I do not accept this witness nor his shoddy testimony.
Well, Mr. Wright, should he continue the testimony?
Continue the testimony. Your Honor, please allow the witness to continue his testimony. Ugh. Nothing is more pitiful than a lawyer who doesn't know when he's lost.
Very well, Mr. Butts. Please give your testimony and be sure to include the details like your radio.
Right, leave it to me. I wouldn't if there were any other way out of this, believe me. It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve. That's why I was listening to an all-request show on the radio, see? I was listening to it real booming loud like, but I'm sure I heard that gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it, too.
You were listening to your radio at a high volume.
Yeah, what's the big problem? Can't a man just listen to his radio in peace? Isn't this a free country? Yeah, this is Japanifornia, where everyone has the right to a trial. I truly believe Larry has no idea what the problem here is. Everyone has a right to a trial, even baby Moses. Judge, can you believe a word this witness says? What he heard was probably nothing more than a drumbeat from the radio.
True enough, but it is difficult to believe this testimony.
Wait, Your Honor. The witness said he remembers exactly what the DJ said when he heard the gunshot.
Excuse me? DJ?
An announcer, the guy who says things on the radio. Anyway, what this means is, when you heard the sound, no music was playing. The DJ only talks between songs, so he could have heard the gunshot from the lake. I'd like to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor.
Very well, Mr. Wright.
I can't believe I'm continuing this charade. only been on Christmas Eve. All requests show on the radio. That's not fun. I was listening to it real booming loud, like. Real booming loud. Yeah, you know.
And you had headphones on.
Yep.
I wouldn't think you could hear anything going on outside at all.
But I'm sure I heard that gunshot. Can you prove that? No, of course you can't. Huh? No, I can't prove it. But I remember that moment real clear. I mean, while I was talking about it, it came back real clear to me, you know? I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it, too. What did she say? Mr. Wright, please cease these pointless questions. What possible good could knowing what a DJ radio said do us?
Indeed, Mr. Von Karma has a point. I'll allow the question only if you see some reason why you should care.
We should care, Your Honor. We should care, Your Honor. Of course we should. Why? Well, how do you know if we don't ask,
Fine, very well. Mr. Butts, please testify to the court. What was the radio announcer saying when you heard the gunshot?
Just when she said, hey, it's almost Christmas, I heard the gunshot. Wait a minute. Wait. No. I can't. Just when she said, hey, it's almost Christmas. Almost Christmas. But it happened. The murder happened on Christmas. Booyah. Larry, are you absolutely sure what you're saying is correct? Oh, boy. It's coming back. I can't do voices. How do voice actors do voices without getting the hiccups? Huh? What's with the face? You look scary, dude. Hey, if you're trying to scare me, you better know I don't scare that easy.
Is something the matter, Mr. Wright?
Your Honor, did you hear what the witness just said? The DJ said, hey, it's almost Christmas when he heard the shot.
Indeed,
and almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas. I'm screenshotting that. That's gotta be a meme, right? The Chekhov's contradiction. It was a pointless contradiction when we were in Lada, but ooh, do you realize what this means? When he heard the gunshot, it was still Christmas Eve.
That would seem to be the case, yes.
But he should have heard the gunshot after midnight. This photograph is irrefutable proof of this fact.
Let's see what the time was on the photo taken when the gun triggered Miss Hart's camera. 12:25:015, 15 minutes after midnight on Christmas Day.
This is a clear contradiction, Your Honor.
Order! Order! What does this mean? The two prior witnesses heard gunshots after midnight. However, this witness says he heard a gunshot before midnight.
Judge, the answer is simple. The current witness is plainly mistaken. Just look at him. Suspicious. What are you profiling because he's got sideburns?
Well, Mr. Wright, what do you think about Mr. Butts' claims that he heard the gunshot before midnight?
I think... Let me say first. I think Larry's telling the truth. Larry's not mistaken, Your Honor. He heard that gunshot before midnight. Intriguing. I'm assuming you have evidence for this wild claim. Show me evidence there was a gunshot before midnight. Well, I've got plenty of hearsay and conjecture. Those are kinds of evidence. This is my evidence.
The murder weapon?
Something about this pistol was bothering me, Your Honor. Finally! Both of the witnesses who testified yesterday heard 2 gunshots. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. When then was the last shot fired? Only now have I realized the truth. That 3rd shot was the shot Larry heard just before midnight.
Order! I guess that would make sense out of yesterday's testimonies.
Bah! You wasted time again with your empty statements. Yes, the pistol was fired 3 times. But do you have any proof that it was fired before midnight? Yeah, Larry's testimony. Do you have proof that the witness didn't just think he heard something? Don't gaslight my witness.
Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, there's no turning back now. Do you have evidence that proves there was a gunshot before midnight? Do you have evidence that proves Mr. Butts wasn't just hearing things?
Okay. The second lake photo. Come on. Look at this photograph. This was taken by our witness yesterday, Miss Lotta Hart, with her atomic camera. The timestamp on the photo reads December 24th, 11:50 p.m.
Oh yeah? But there's nothing on the lake in this picture.
Your Honor, the real issue here is not why nothing is shown in this photograph. It is why this photograph exists at all.
What do you mean?
Your Honor, this photograph was taken by an automatic camera. That camera was set to go off in response to loud noises.
Aha!
Correct. There was a loud noise on the lake at 11:50 p.m. That is why this photograph was taken. In other words, there was a gunshot at the time that Larry claims. Order.
That would make sense of the evidence we've seen so far. However, this leaves me wondering exactly what did happen that night on the lake.
Exactly. If this is true, there were 2 sets of gunshots, separated by 25 minutes. One at 11:50, another at 15 minutes after midnight. Why, I ask you, why? You are forgetting the 3rd gun. Oh, I better think of something quick. Let me say first.
Mr. Wright, a minute.
I can't do. Wait a second. Gunshots separated by 25 minutes. Oh, what's wrong, Nick? I have it. I have it. Huh? Remember the case with the steel samurai? Huh? Yeah, of course I remember. The murderer in this case had the same idea as the murderer in that case. What do you mean? Maya. Yes? If you don't figure this out now, we'll never overturn Edward's guilty verdict. I got a hunch. I'm going to run with it. Right, I mean, is this safe? Safe? We've already gotten a guilty verdict. We have nothing to lose. You just watch and let me know if anything that I say if I say anything that sounds fishy. Okay? Right, Nick. Your Honor.
Yes, Mr. Wright.
Testimony just now has cleared up this entire case.
What do you mean, Mr. Wright?
So, you finally realized the truth. There can be no other murder here other than Miles Edgeworth himself. Wrong, Von Karma. A man was shot that night, but it wasn't Edgeworth who did the shooting. Nuh-uh. Listen, rookie. Take a deep breath and consider the facts. At the time of the murder, 1 boat was on that lake. This was shown by the witness's photograph. Could have been a sniper. The defendant, Edgeworth, and the victim, Robert Hammond, were on that boat. There was a gunshot fired on that boat, and Robert Hammond fell into the lake. The distance of the shooting was 1 meter. It couldn't have been suicide. Well, the guilty party has to be the other man on that boat.
I admit, it is hard to imagine any other possibility.
Yes, but this assumes that the victim was shot at 15 minutes after midnight.
What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright?
We have photographic evidence of the time of the shooting.
The timestamp on the photo says 15. Oh, 15.
But Larry heard a gunshot 25 minutes before that. Robert Hammond was killed then, 25 minutes before the shot on the lake. That's the only way that Edgeworth could be innocent. Mr. Wright, are you quite mad? Explain who the 2 men on the boat are. What was it that Phoenix said? The murderer in this trial had the same idea as the murder in the last trial. The murder in the last trial was Dee Vasquez, and she killed Jack Hammer in self-defense by pushing him onto a spike, which in the exact same way that Hammond killed one of the killed the other actor. So, Hammer. Murderer and Hammond. Edgeworth and the murderer. Edgeworth and Hammond. I mean, I've never seen any evidence that Edgeworth can't swim. I'm gonna go with the murderer and Hammond. It was the murderer and Robert Hammond. What are you saying? That contradicts what you just told the court. You said that Robert Hammond had been killed 25 minutes before this gunshot. Yes, that's right.
Also, might I mention, the defendant, Mr. Edgeworth, has admitted to being on that boat.
Right, Your Honor. Crash and burn. Fuck. Nope. I am not embarrassing Phoenix like that. Rewind time. I did save, right? Oh, yeah. Edgeworth and the murderer. Of course, it was Edgeworth and the murderer. After the murderer killed Robert Hammond at 11:50, he assumed the guise of Mr. Hammond and met Edgeworth. And Edgeworth was trying to...
What? Are you serious?
Yes. Edgeworth won't tell us why he went to the lake that night. However, I have a hunch. That night, Robert Hammond called Edgeworth to the lake. Now, Edgeworth didn't know Robert Hammond's face that well. That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's place.
I'm not sure what to make of all this.
Ludicrous.
Mr. Wright, tell us the name of the murderer, then.
The murderer's name? Right, it's... I don't know. Actually, I don't know the murderer's name.
You don't know?
Ugh, again, you waste my time. I don't know because he never told us. The murderer is the caretaker of the boat shop. That old man. At 11:50, he was the one who killed Robert Hammond.
The caretaker of the boat shop? Where did he do this? There weren't any boats on the lake then.
Why would he have to go all the way out on the lake just to shoot someone? May I suggest that the real scene of this crime was not on a boat?
What? Well then, where did the murder take place?
It was, here. Around here, maybe.
Maybe, Mr. Wright. And does this maybe include the reason why the killer would choose that spot?
Yes, well, maybe because there is no good reason. The murderer thought we'd never expect it. Oh, good, no penalty. The hot dog stand.
Where Miss Hart, the photographer, was camping.
Yes.
Why would the caretaker of the boat shop go there to kill someone?
It was probably an honest mistake.
The caretaker made a mistake.
No, I did. Motherfucker. The boat shop. That way he could meet with the victim without seeing anyone. Do you have proof that the boat shop was the scene of the crime? Recall Larry's testimony, if you will. That night, he was out on the lake in a boat, searching for something. He finds it and returns the boat. Then, just as he's starting to head for home, he hears a gunshot. He heard a gunshot, Your Honor, even though he was wearing headphones at the time. In other words, the gunshot was very, very close by. And where would that be if he had just returned a boat? The boat shop.
Mr. Wright, what happened that night on Gourd Lake? Please tell the court from the beginning.
Yes, Your Honor. Nick, are you sure about this? Not really. But I think if I started from the very beginning, and I take it slow, I might just be able to figure this out. That night, the caretaker of the boat shop called Robert Hammond to his shop. This was around 11:50. That was when the gunshot that Larry heard was fired. After that, the caretaker put on Robert Hammond's coat. He became Robert Hammond. Then he got in the boat with Edgeworth and went out into the middle of the lake.
Then who fired the pistol on the boat, Mr. Wright?
The boat shop caretaker. Of course, it was the murderer who shot the pistol. He shot twice. Both missed Edgeworth on purpose.
Wait a minute.
Yes?
Why would he shoot twice if he didn't mean to hit anyone?
Details. Know this, Mr. Wright. The moment you run out of explanations is the moment you lose. Tell us why the murderer had to fire twice. To create a witness. I believe he shot twice to create a witness, Your Honor.
Create a witness?
The murderer lifts his pistol and fires one shot. That ensures that anyone who heard the shot would look at the lake. Indeed, Miss Hart did exactly that after hearing the first gunshot. Next, the murderer waits a bit and he fires again. Then, the murderer jumps from the boat himself, leaving the pistol in the boat behind him.
I see. To someone looking from the edge of the lake, it would appear that one of the men on the boat had shot the other.
The murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. That's why he shot twice to draw attention to the boat. Once you realize that, everything else falls into place. The boat shop caretaker swam back to his shop. Then he put Mr. Hammond's wet coat back on the body, and he threw the body into the lake. This is what happened, Your Honor. These are the events that transpired that night on Gourd Lake. You didn't have to do the hammer, no one was talking.
Bailiff, bring up the witness from before. The boat shop caretaker, quickly!
Oh boy.
Very well. While we are waiting for the caretaker, I would like to ask the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, a few questions. Mr. Edgeworth, please take the stand. Mr. Edgeworth.
Okay, I can't do that. I need to get water. I'll be quick. Here I come, I am Cinnamon! Oh, Jesus.
You heard what the defense has said.
Yes.
Well, why did you go to the lake that night?
What Wright? Sorry. What Wright has said was mostly correct. Staunchly so, actually. Yes. Several days ago, I received a letter. The letter was signed Robert Hammond. He asked me to come to the boat shop by the lake at midnight on Christmas Eve. He said he had something very important to discuss with me.
Something important?
Sorry, I can't say what it was. You are under oath. Your Honor, sir.
Bailiff, we are conducting a trial here. I ask that you remain quiet.
The witness has disappeared. He isn't at the boat shop either.
What?
What should I do?
Find him quickly. We cannot allow him to get away.
He is a suspect. Which, honestly, he should have been from the beginning.
Mr. Von Karma, your witness has disappeared.
A search warrant has already been issued.
Goes without saying that I cannot declare a verdict under these circumstances. I will extend the trial until tomorrow, the final day allowed. I request that the police department utilize all its forces to find that witness. Am I understood? One more thing. Just who is that boat shop caretaker? I think his identity has become very important to this trial. I want him, and I want to know who he is. Very well. Court is adjourned.
Intense. Yay, Nick, you did it. Yeah, well, at least we got out from under that guilty verdict. And what about Larry? That was something else. Even Von Karma didn't know what to do with his testimony. Larry really helped us out. Sure, once I sifted through his unique testimony. Still, he did save us. I just wish our cases weren't so down to the wire all the time. I know what you mean. Sometimes I feel like it's us on trial instead of our clients. Hey, Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth? Did you say something? Don't look so pained. I mean, it looks like you're probably going to get off the hook. You could try to smile just a little. Relax. I am incapable of smiling unless it is a sarcastic smirk. I'm sorry, but I fear it's not over for me yet. What do you mean? Right. There's something that's been troubling me for a long time now, and I don't know whether or not to tell you. Edgeworth? No, there's so little time left. I want to tell you to get it off my chest, but I love you. I can't make up my mind. What is this about, Edgeworth? It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed. Forged evidence. A memory of a murder. I don't think dreams are admissible in court, so you'll probably be fine. Like, this is a Candy Crew court, but, like, at the very least, they don't allow hearsay or conjecture. Those are kinds of evidence, but they're not good evidence. Okay, let me see how long I've been streaming. Wow, 55 minutes. Quicker than the other ones, but still pretty long, so, well, let's just finish it up now. Title screen. Whew, and we're still on the first game. That'll be all now. See you next time. Edgy, stay safe. I'm gonna try and catch fun, 3 or